hot topics, trending topics for today. I've been relaxing, I've been chilling, I've been just having a good old time for today. But I had to go live because guess what? I have to stay within the algorithm. So, whether I wanted to or not, I'm here. Like the videos, you guys come in. Let me go ahead and do my disclaimer as he talks about what's going on. Let me see if I need to.
I will speak to the DOJ. I don't know. Speak to the DOJ. I'll look at it. I have a lot of people have asked me for pardons. I call him Puff Daddy has asked me for a pardon.
But she was convicted of child sex trafficking.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to have to take a look at it. I have to ask DOJ. I didn't know they rejected it. I didn't know she was even asking for it, frankly.
The Supreme Court is back, and they rejected today an appeal by Ghislaine Maxwell to overturn her conviction. That means her only chance of getting out of prison is a pardon from you. Is that something you're...
Who are we talking about?
Ghislaine Maxwell.
I haven't heard the name in so long. I can say this, that I'd have to take a look at it. I would have to take a look. Did they reject that?
She wanted to appeal her conviction.
And what happened?
They said that they were not going to hear her appeal.
I see. Well, I'll take a look at it. I will speak to the DOJ. I wouldn't consider it or not consider it. I don't know anything about it, but I will speak to the DOJ.
Why would she be a candidate for clemency, sir?
I don't know. I mean, I'd have to speak to the DOJ. I'll look at it. I have a lot of people have asked me for pardons. I call him Puff Daddy has asked me for a pardon.
But she was convicted of child sex trafficking.
I'm going to have to take a look at it. I have to ask DOJ. I didn't know they rejected it. I didn't know she was even asking for it, frankly.
The Supreme Court is back, and today an appeal by Ghislaine Maxwell to overturn her conviction. That means her only chance of getting out of prison is a pardon from you. Is that something you're...
Who are we talking about?
Ghislaine Maxwell.
I haven't heard the name in so long. I can say this, that I'd have to take a look at it. I would have to take a look. Did they reject that?
She wanted to appeal her conviction.
And what happened?
They said that they were not going to hear her appeal.
I see. Well, I'll take a look at it. I will speak to the DOJ. I wouldn't consider it or not consider it. I don't know anything about it, but I will speak to the DOJ.
Why would she be a candidate for clemency, sir?
I don't know. I mean, I'd have to speak to the DOJ. I'll look at it. I have a lot of people have asked me for pardons. I call him Puff Daddy has asked me for a pardon.
But she was convicted of child sex trafficking.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to have to take a look at it. I have to ask DOJ. I didn't know they rejected it. I didn't know she was even asking for it, frankly.
The Supreme Court is back, and they rejected today an appeal by Ghislaine Maxwell to overturn her conviction. That means her only chance of getting out of prison is a pardon from you. Is that something you're...
Who are we talking about?
Ghislaine Maxwell.
I haven't heard the name in so long. I can say this, that I'd have to take a look at it. I would have to take a look. Did they reject that?
She wanted to appeal her conviction.
And what happened?
They said that they were not going to hear her appeal.
I see. Well, I'll take a look at it. I will speak to the DOJ. I wouldn't consider it or not consider it. I will speak to the DOJ.
Why would she be a candidate for clemency?
So many people are wondering, how did he not know? Did you see how he said he'll take a look at it? I'll take a look at it. So many people were wondering, there's so much going on regarding that. Let's take a step back. Remember how people were talking about the signatures and then things happened and then it got shifted. So for her to ask about Maxwell and then he's saying, well, what happened? What happened? What's going on? So y'all can kind of piece it together any way you want, but that's interesting. We're just doing hot topics, trending topics. We're going to go through a lot of stuff today. So I'm going to just be brief. I'm not going to play it because I don't want to get flagged. Okay. She regrets, alleged, but she said it, I didn't. She regrets a lot. Many people are saying Steph is in the height of his career. Why is his wife going out, and it's her opinion, how she feels? Steph is doing so well in basketball. Why is she tainting that? If you go back, she's saying she didn't want to have children. How is her children going to feel about that? In regards to marriage, in regards to her being in counseling, her life, her story. But she putting it out there and people talking about it. And so am I. Her life, her story. Height of his career, doing well, really well. He's Steph Curry's respected. Let's go there. There's a lot of couples that don't make it. Why would she want to taint his situation? Y'all let me know. Y'all let me know. Why is she doing this interview? And then the interviewer, I get it. She wants the interview. You want to talk? Let's get into it. She says she's in counseling. She says Steph doesn't understand. She says, he's like, but it's not true. But it's not. He's basically saying what you're saying. And then she's like, but it is. Why would a woman want to? And it's her opinion, it's her open honesty, but it's a concern. It's a concern.
I didn't want kids. I didn't want to get married.
What?
I thought I was going to be career girl, and that's it.
And women are struggling right now to make it, find a good man. She has a good man and she complaining. I could say so much. There are so many women that would love to switch spouses for 2 years, a year, 6 months, whatever. Sweetheart, appreciate what you have. So many women wish they had a loving, successful basketball player. He's not in the media that he's cheating and lying. He's not in the media that he's dogging her. He's a successful basketball player doing well. Why would a wife not want to support him and just talk positive about him? Everybody's trying to figure this out. Everybody's trying to figure out why. Why? A conversation with your girls, your girlfriends, your family, that's cool. But once you put it on national TV, you didn't want kids, you didn't want to get married, girl, please sit down. This is not the only interview she's done in regards to. She was on the View hosting, and there was a guy that came out all glistening, shirt off, and he's serving the ladies at the table for the View, and she act like she about to take her ring off. Women, be careful when you want to shade or not support or talk down to. Be careful. There's a lot of women that would love to date Steph, that would appreciate Steph, that would love the situation.
I didn't want kids. I didn't want to get married. I thought I was going to be career girl, and that's it. And I had my eye.
And all we have to say is she's in counseling. She's in counseling. Because when you look at certain interviews, the Rio, when she's about to take her ring off, this interview, now she's talking about she didn't want kids. She didn't want to get married. Girl, that's a conversation with your girls and your family. Go back a few years. Remember how she was talking about, this was a few years ago. Remember how she was talking about men don't approach her or flirt with her? Why would you want to be flirt with strangers, men that don't want nothing for you, your kids? Why would you want to be flirted with on people that don't love and support you? But this is her situation. This is her ride. Steph Curry is going to have to deal with it the best way he can deal with it. But I could say some stuff many women would appreciate a great Steph Curry. He's at the height of his career, doing amazing things in basketball. The Curry shooting game is sick. Steph Curry's shooting game is sick. Why is his wife doing interviews not speaking highly of their marriage, their kids? Why would she do this? I just want to know. Why would she do this? Okay, I'll go there. I have a friend that dates a guy that looks very similar to Steph. Everybody's always said he's a twin of Steph. Bet money that girl would take this Steph Curry, the successful one, over the one that is not a Steph Curry. She went through some stuff with that Steph Curry. She would take this Steph Curry over the twin. He could play his body double, but his actions are not so great. His actions are not so great. I think that's why it's kind of like, girl, if you want to switch places with that girl, Steph Curry, and this Steph Curry, you would not be talking how you talk. Most women should protect their marriage, their kids, and love on their spouse if their spouse is treating them good. Now, we don't know the inner workings of their marriage. We don't know. We don't know. We don't know. But he's at the height of his career, doing well. We haven't heard that he's out cheating, having babies by anybody. We hear about these celebrities' relationships. We hear about these basketball players when they go into different cities, they having a good old time. We don't hear none of that about stuff. The only negative stuff that we're hearing is her interviews. That's the sad part about it. That's the sad part about it. Go back and look up the interview when it's her stepmom. We're not going to get into Steph Curry parents. Look that up. Steph Curry seems like the most stable, cool cat out of all three of them. Go look up Steph Curry mom, dad relationship. They're divorced now. They're with other people. They're with other people. So it's interesting how Steph went through that regarding his parents. Now he has to go through this regarding his wife. Go look up the interview when it's the mom of Steph Curry's wife, and Steph Curry's sister. Go look up that interview. She was talking about how she don't get hit on. You don't need to, sweetie. You're with a famous basketball player. That's not problematic. That's not problematic. Now, go check this out. Then she did the interview with the real. Go look at it where she's trying to act like she want to take her ring off because this man comes in. She don't know him from a can of paint. She don't know if he has a job. She don't know if he working or if he just doing that at the real. But you smiling like he all that, and you have a successful husband. Why can't women appreciate a good man that's not in the media, that don't seem like there's but we don't know. We don't know. We don't know. Maybe her acts are not being met. We don't know. But they have several children. So you don't think that your children may allegedly hear that you didn't want to get married, you didn't want to have kids? Why would a parent don't do that? Most of us are so grateful for our beautiful children, and she loves her children. She did say, I will say this, she did say that when she became pregnant, it happened at some point in the relationship when it was Steph, the first child, and her. She said she had to find her way in regards to what she wanted to do. But sweetie, it seems as if, we don't know. It seems as if you got a good man. But trust and believe, my friend would switch places with her any day. I would love to see my friend switch places with her any day. Because that dude over there, not for the right thing. I feel for that girl. She would switch places with Miss Curry. Maybe women that have a twin that somewhat look like Steph, maybe they should write into her of what they experienced with a guy that looks like the twin. Not a twin, because Steph Curry ain't a twin, but I'm just saying, why can't she appreciate? Why can't she appreciate him? Now, check this out. Go look at my shorts last night. She in a picture, and I'm down for marriage and women and a woman supporting her husband, a man supporting a wife. She in a picture. She got on short shorts. She in a picture with Drake. And it might have been an event that her, Steph, a bunch of people went to, maybe a Drake event. But some of the people are like, look at her in the outfit. And she not next to Drake. There's a person in between her and Drake. But the biggest thing is, women, if you got a good man, he not lying, cheating, he bringing home the money and the bacon, and he ain't creeping out and he ain't secretive, appreciate. Because there will be a woman that at his job that will say, oh, let me bring you some dinner. Oh, let's have lunch together. If you don't appreciate that man, the woman at his job that he spends 8 hours with at a keyboard or whatever, he'll leave you if you're fussing and complaining and you can't appreciate. If you can't appreciate. Now, let's go back. There's a young lady that did I don't know if it was like a TikTok or she did a YouTube live, and she was like, some women need to live out their experiences so they can appreciate when they do get married to an alleged good man, they won't fuss and complain. She was like, maybe she should have been hanging and doing her thing for a good year or two before she got with him, because the complaining, the interviews, it just does not seem like she's happy. I'm wishing them well. I hope there's no divorce. I hope there's no separation. But guess what? When he go into the locker room, you don't think his friends are talking about, man, why your wife putting you down like that? Why your wife talking bad about you? Why your wife don't show support? Why your wife not saying she wanted to have kids? Your wife saying she didn't want to get married? Your wife thought she was going to be a career woman? What? Men shade men when wives do interviews like this. There's a picture. Yeah, go check out my short. I did it last night. But this is the biggest thing. What wishes to Steph? I don't know if he'll speak up. I don't remember if he did I don't know if he spoke up from the interview with Steph Curry's wife, the mom, and the sister. I don't know if he spoke up after that. Oh, she's fine. She just has her ways of thinking. I don't know if he spoke up when she was on the reel and she was about to take off her ring, act like she wanted to, you know, ooh and on over some man she don't know. I don't know if he spoke up after that. And I don't know if he's going to speak up after this. He may be so focused on basketball, which when some of his shots are amazing, I don't know how he does it. He may be focusing on golf. He may be focusing on some of the charities he worked with. She is complaining about marriage and kids. I can't make, I don't.
I didn't want kids.
I don't like her.
I didn't want to get married. I thought I was going to be career girl and that's it. And
which is fine, girl. Many people her they were dragging her from that interview of her wanting men to flirt with her. They were dragging her allegedly when the real situation came out and she was acting like she wanted to take her ring off. And this whole weekend they've been saying, girl, please sit down, focus on, you have a husband that love you, happy healthy kids that love you. Why not focus on the positive? Sometimes people cannot. But telling you, my friend would probably love to switch places with her, and her situation is not that great. Yeah, there are women that's out there dating men that look very similar to Steph, and they are not being treated like Steph is probably treating her. But he'll probably want to address it, and he shouldn't have to address it. But you better believe the men in the locker room are probably saying, bro, your wife is doing a whole, I could say a will. People are calling her a junior, you know, a junior Jada. I gotta say it. People don't like how Will and Jada are. People don't like how Jada wrote the book. And remember how she was she did the interview and then she had to go back and clear up the interview. Then she had to go back and clear up the other interview again. Go check out my Will and Jada interviews and lives. That red table, baby. Whoa, she did the red table with the mom, the mother-in-law, and the sister, and she was complaining that men don't flirt with her. Now she complaining that she wished she didn't have kids or get married. What? Man, when you see a friend go through some stuff and you wish you could take the pain away of what she experienced with a guy that looks very, very similar to Steph. Very, very similar. He could be almost like the body double. But well wishes to her, girl. If she's looking to do something different, okay. We're not certain of why she doesn't want to love and appreciate. He's doing well in basketball. He has different charities, and she does a lot of stuff too. In regards to, there was like a meal kit or cooking or some. She does stuff, but to say this and that, and okay. It's almost like the red table interview didn't get me the views I wanted. Let me go on the reel and say something and act away. Okay, that didn't give me the response I wanted. So let me sit with this podcast. She continues to do it. That's why people are shading her. Sister girl, I wish I could show you love, support, and just go to a center where women have had situations with their boyfriends, and maybe she'll appreciate what she has. Maybe if she speaks with women that's dealt with the lying, the cheating. Okay, take a step back, y'all. I was just watching a show on Netflix. I didn't know what it was going to be about. Then I started reading the title. These women have been conned and frauded out of money from these guys they met online. Some of these women have been taken advantage of. One lady gave this guy $140,000. She got money from her mom passing 401k. She gave this man she knew less than a year $140,000. This other guy was taking his girl's ATM and taking money out of her account. So there's men out there that don't appreciate. There's men, and there was a man that got scammed from a girl. Don't let nobody borrow no money from you. If it's $5, $10, $100, that's cool. But don't give nobody no money over no $100. These women got scammed out of thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. There's women that's out here seeking love, wanting relationships. And we have her on interview after interview complaining. Trend, let me go here and trend more. Those women got the money. The first case, the woman, he was part of an organization, and he kept saying, "Oh, babe, lend me 1,000. Oh, lend me money to help pay the mortgage." There was a guy was saying his account frozen. "Oh, I'll pay you back next month." These women are giving these men thousands and thousands of dollars, robbing them of their savings. Yeah, you heard about that? Yeah, it was something else. So women, be careful. Let a man spoil you. Wait, there was another case. There was a woman, a man asked for her to co-sign for him to get a business going. She was like, "I'm not married to you." A month or two later, he wanted to marry her. And then they were saying that whether he was an actual physician or not. And she thought he worked at this hospital. They looked it up. He didn't even work at the hospital. So when you date somebody, go to their job, talk with their family, make sure they're on the up and up. Then he allegedly he had the wife take out loan after loan. Don't put stuff in your name. Don't take out loans for your husband. The husband should be the one that's taking out loans. Don't let nobody take you for a ride in regards to money. Then there was this guy that got scammed by this woman. She was already had a court case. She went to him for housing and money, and then she tried to act like she had medical concerns. She was acting like she had medical concerns, and then he got contacted by the feds, and it was too late for him to file a lawsuit against her because the time had lapsed. So in the relationship, if it's not 50-50 or the man's not taken care of, women, don't be duped and giving no man no money. And see, this is the other thing. The one woman that gave this guy 140K, he did give her 20K back, but that was the only check. Out of the 140K, she thought she was going to get like 20K per month. And she got, out of the 140, she got 20K, and that was it. Millions. These men will ladies, be careful. Love on your spouse should be loving on you. Love on your partner should be loving on you. Don't get scammed. Don't take no stuff. Nobody should put hands on you. Nobody should be disrespecting you. Man, when I saw this, that she continues every few years. It's like, girl, why can't you just be happy in the situation you in? And it's not a private conversation. It's on interview after interview after interview. And I don't know if Steph will address it. I don't know if he should. But at what point is she going to stop? And then and let's take a step back. People are saying she said she's in counseling. Okay, you're in counseling, but maybe it's not working because your counselor should have. Don't put this on air. Don't put it on air. Don't do another interview. You've already said XYZ. Work within your marriage. Once you go on an interview and shade your spouse, don't think that his team is not like, bro, your girl is bugging, bugging, constantly complaining. And there are women that have decent dudes. They love them, they appreciate them. There's marriages that's working out great. I thank goodness for some of my friends, great relationships, great situations. But this right here, I feel for him. And we'll see. Will they stay together? Will they get a divorce? I don't know. Because for her to keep saying she don't want to be and she didn't want to, her kids are going to hear that one day. She has a daughter that's old enough to know what's being said. She has a daughter that's old enough to know. And let me see. It's football season. So aren't they supposed to be vacationing, having a good old time? So there are many men that's saying, why is Miss Curry shading Steph? Many guys are calling her out. We don't like her. We don't like it. We don't like it. Just support them. Just chill out. Why do you keep doing interviews? She not happy. Step away, because there's many women that love to step in those shoes and that love to be a stepmama. I know my girl would love to trade places, real talk, because she went through heck and high waters with a dude that's very. They could pass as twins. I know my girl would love to say, step aside then, girl. I'll take it. I'll take that money, the house. I'll be a stepmama. Oh, man. Well, this is the biggest thing. Even if they look alike, no woman should be disrespected. We're not saying that. And this is the biggest thing. You saying she can't, but she actually did. He fine enough to be his twin. So why are you in my comments tripping out? She did pull, but the level of income and pay ain't there. But how they treat each other is not there. But she actually, her man probably looked better than yours. You in my comments being weird. She actually pulled one. But the level of respect is totally different. That's what we're talking about. Yeah. She definitely wants to constantly do interviews. And that's what we're talking about. She's doing interviews shading Steph Curry. Steph Curry don't get on. We haven't heard Steph get on and say, she don't know what she's talking about. I don't like that. He been through enough with his parents. Go back and look at his parents went through a divorce. His parents went through a divorce and they started dating the neighbor across the street. Steph done been through enough. And now you got his wife that's constantly airing out their situation. Go look it up. Steph Curry parents got a divorce, decided to date the neighbor, which is cool. You're not happy. Things change. Steph done been through enough. This is her situation. Is she not happy? It is what it is. But many people are saying, girl, chill out.
I didn't want to get married. I thought I was going to be career girl and that's it. And I didn't want kids. I didn't want to get married. I thought I was going to be career girl and that's it.
So it is what it is.
That's it. And
Steph has to deal with this situation with his wife. She's doing the interview, talking about it, and she's trending for it. Women, do the best you can to respect your spouse. Men, do the best you can to respect your girlfriend and your spouse. It is what it is. She's trending for her constantly talking about Steph and their situationship. It is what it is. It is what it is. And the woman that was in the comments trying to shade, don't shade my girl, my people. I love people. I love people, period. She pulled one that was fine, but he was a nightmare. There's that. So, okay.
I don't know. I mean, I'd have to speak to the DOJ. I'll look at it. I have a lot of people have asked me for pardons.
Oh, it won't.
Daddy has asked me for a pardon.
But she was convicted of child sex trafficking.
I'm going to have to take a look at it. I have to ask DOJ. I didn't know they rejected it. I didn't know she was even asking for it, frankly. I will speak to the DOJ.
Why would she be a candidate for clemency, sir?
I don't know. I mean, I'd have to speak.
Sean Diddy Combs,
Right.
would you consider pardoning him?
Well, he was essentially, I guess, sort of half innocent.
Yes.
I don't know what they did.
I don't know what that
Or
means.
something, but he was celebrating a victory, but he seems to, I guess it wasn't as good as a victory. Probably, you know, I was very friendly with him. I got along with him great. And seemed like a nice guy. I didn't know him well. But when I ran for office,
Sean Diddy Combs,
right.
would you consider pardoning him?
Well, he was essentially, I guess, sort of very hostile.
He said some not so nice things about you,
Yeah,
sir.
and
Yes.
it's hard, you know, like you, we're human beings.
Right.
And we don't like to have things cloud our judgment, right? But when you knew someone and you were fine, and then you run for office, and he made some terrible statements. So I don't know. It's more difficult. It makes it more. I'm being honest.
Yeah.
It makes it more difficult to do.
But more likely a no for Combs,
I
it
would
sounds
say
like.
so.
Okay.
He's very hostile.
He said
So back then, he said no, he's not going to pardon Diddy. Now, we don't know what's going to happen now that Diddy has been sentenced. He is going to be relocated. If I'm reading it correctly, he has picked a jail in New Jersey.
Any reaction in the courtroom to the sentence?
Diddy himself froze like a statue. I mean, I've covered plenty of cases and seen defendants react differently. Impassive is an expression you often use to describe how defendants react. But in this case, he seemed to freeze. The weight of reality seemed to crash down on him that he was going to be spending basically another 3 years in a horrible federal prison. And no amount of persuasion, no amount of slick PR videos, no amount of anything that he has, nothing, no power, nothing is going to escape the fact that now he is going to be serving a pretty long, unpleasant sentence. So it was a sobering and powerful moment where reality really slammed down on him.
And what about his family?
His family didn't appear to react at all. There was no visible reaction from the public gallery. There was no visible reaction from his mum as well in court. Everyone was just very quiet.
So there's that. Are you guys surprised? Are you guys surprised? Why are you boiling? Let me know what's going on. And many people were saying it's a joke. 50 months. Many people are saying that's a joke, but it's the judge's decision, and then he's going to be relocated. There's other stuff that's going on. Why are you boiling? Are you mad about the sentence? Heck, that's not the first time I heard. There's about 900 in the building. Please hit subscribe. I almost didn't go live today, but I said I got to stay within this algorithm. So there's now 525. Please hit subscribe. If all 900 hit subscribe, thank you. It'll be a great day. Please hit subscribe because I wasn't planning on going live, but I'm glad I'm here. Y'all up in here. So I don't know if this is a good time for me because I almost live. I almost couldn't do a live. So were you happy with the judge? Were you happy with the jury? So I'm going to play it again because people are coming in and out.
Dan, was there any reaction in the courtroom to the sentence?
Diddy himself froze like a statue. I mean, I've covered plenty of cases and seen defendants react differently. Impassive is an expression you often use to describe how defendants react. But in this case, he seemed to freeze. The weight of reality seemed to crash down on him that he was going to be spending basically another 3 years in a horrible federal prison. And no amount of persuasion, no amount of slick PR videos, no amount of anything that he has, nothing, no power, nothing is going to escape the fact that now he is going to be serving a pretty long, unpleasant sentence. So it was a sobering and powerful moment where reality really slammed down on him.
And what about his family?
His family didn't appear to react at all. There was no visible reaction from the public gallery. There was no visible reaction from his mum as well in court. Everyone was just very quiet.
Dan, was there any reaction in the courtroom to the sentence?
Diddy himself froze like a statue. I mean, I've covered plenty of cases and seen defendants react differently. Impassive is an expression you often use to describe how defendants react. But in this case, he seemed to freeze. The weight of reality seemed to crash down on him that he was going to be spending basically another 3 years in a horrible federal prison. And no amount of persuasion, no amount of slick PR videos, no amount of anything that he has, nothing, no power, nothing is going to escape the fact that now he is going to be serving a pretty long, unpleasant sentence. So it was a sobering and powerful moment where reality really slammed down on him.
And what about his family?
His family didn't appear to react at all. There was no visible reaction from the public gallery. There was no visible reaction from his mum as well in court. Everyone was just very quiet.
Dan, was there any reaction?
So you guys, are you surprised in regards to the sentence? Did you think it was going to be more? Did you think press 1 if you thought it was going to be over 5 years? Press 1. Press 2 if you thought it was going to be over 10 years. Because remember, each count that he was guilty of held 10 years each count. So they had requested 11 years, but he only got, people were surprised. People were surprised. So with time served, possible good behavior, it might only be 2.5 years. And then, remember how they were talking about he was trying to schedule like a speaking engagement? People were like, what? Go over on TMZ and they'll talk about that as well.
Dan, was there any reaction?
They'll talk about that as well.
To the sentence?
So I'm trying to think if I want to. Yeah, we'll go over general. I think
often used to describe.
Dan, was there any reaction?
There's information in regards to there's been a location. Okay, so here's this. I'm glad I didn't end it. Diddy's request to serve his prison sentence in New Jersey. So he will be going to New Jersey. So if my memory serves me correctly, he'll have the different programs he needs in New Jersey. And we'll kind of follow, because you got to figure the civil lawsuits are going to come after this whole situation. Well, and apologize to Cassie. The Tyler Robinson, Charlie Kirk, that whole situation, this is AI. This is the second video I saw today. This is not really Tupac. Hear me clearly. That is not Tupac. That is an AI video. Let me see if there was anything else. So yeah. Diddy will basically be serving his prison sentence in New Jersey. So as you can see, I can't say the D word. I can't say the A word. That's the situation that he's in. So y'all can see that. Several of those words I can't say, but you can see what the title says. Now, are you guys surprised that his lawyers did not already have that set up? It was like, if y'all go check out my short talked about his attorneys had to go to the drawing board to figure out where he was going to go. It seemed as if, from listening to the short I posted, his lawyers really thought he was getting, because they didn't have a plan. They had to put a plan together of where he was going to go. And of course, he had to be sentenced properly so they know where he could go. But yeah, there's a lot that's been said in regards to what transpired, where he's at, what he wants to do when he relocates to a different location. Yeah. Okay. So I'm not going to play this either because I don't want to get struck. Unfortunately, Deion Sanders is stating that he's having concerns allegedly with blood clots, and that's why he's limping, and he's basically saying he's in a lot of pain.
Noticing. I think I got more blood clots. Cat's out the bag, all right? I think I got more blood clots, man.
So prayers go out to Deion Sanders. He's been through a lot medically since he's been off the football field playing different sports. He's dealt with a lot of medical concerns. Prayers go out to Deion Sanders. He's gone through one medical issue to another. Yeah. Okay. Was there anything else? Oh, it's just basically saying that Justin Bieber's son is rocking his dad old merchandise. Go and listen to Candace. She's talked about this situation. Many people have talked about this situation. Um, Many people have shown pictures of the situation. Many people have talked about the college. Um, Hello, hi. How are you, Paris? Yeah, we're just doing a hot topics, trending topics. I was enjoying the day, and then I said, okay, I gotta go live. Many people are talking about this situation in regards to where it happened. The college has decided to change the scenery. I'm gonna be very careful of what I say in regards to the situation. I have seen some videos that were so concerning, and I actually stepped away because it was like, whoa, that's a lot. I normally I normally want to cover everything. I was like, whoa, that's a lot. There's videos after videos after videos after videos after videos out there. Some of the stuff I saw, wow. These people are doing videos and it's showing their camera, this angle, that angle, behind him, in front of him, behind the tent. There's so much going on regarding this, y'all. It's deep. It's deep. And I've said time and time again, he was getting concerns. Why didn't they do protective measures to put him in the college and he could speak to the students inside the building safely? Nobody wants anybody to pass. My page is a little different. Trust and believe. I've seen the videos. I've heard the conversation. I've seen the shade he's thrown to this student, that student. I've seen it. Nobody wants anybody to lose their spouse, the children of the father of their children. My page is a little different. There's a lot of videos out there, and it's very, very concerning. Very concerning. There's a lot of videos out there, and some of them, I want to say 3 days ago, jaw dropping. So if everyday media people can find it, they can find it too. Yeah, a lot going on with regards to that. It's sad. If he was getting those kind of concerns, why not have protective measures?
Report is back, and
Let's move on.
A field by Maxwell to overturn her conviction. That means her only chance of getting out of prison is a pardon from you. Is that something you're?
Who are we talking about?
Ghislaine Maxwell.
I haven't heard the name in so long. I can say this, that I'd have to take a look at it. I would have to take a look. Did they reject that?
She wanted to appeal her conviction.
And what happened?
They said that they were not going to hear her appeal.
I see. Well, I'll take a look at it. I will speak to the DOJ. I wouldn't consider it or not consider it. I don't know anything about it. So, but I will speak to the DOJ.
Why would she be a candidate for clemency, sir?
I don't know. I mean, I'd have to speak to the DOJ. I'll look at it. I have a lot of people who have asked me for pardons. I call him Puff Daddy has asked me for a pardon.
But she was convicted of child sex.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to have to take a look at it. I have to ask DOJ. I didn't know they rejected it. I didn't know she was even asking for it, frankly.
And many people were like, why was she even, why was she moved? Why was she relocated to a lesser facility? Many people are like, how they're handling this is concerning. You got to remember, a lot was going on. We were talking about a lot up until the Charlie situation. We were talking about signature stuff. What was going on? Her being moved, relocation. Why are they protecting these people? It's so concerning of stuff that's going on. I don't try and go into the rabbit hole. Nope. Cover it up with dirt. I'm moving past that. I cover hot topics, trending topics. I don't need to be no conspiracy theorist page, but I see stuff. I hear stuff. And quietly, I'll tell my girl Paris where to look for stuff, and I don't even cover it. I'll tell her on the sly on where to look up stuff. So much. That rabbit hole is so deep. Then people are calling out Charlie Kirk's wife. She seems a certain way. Very sad one day, on a podcast another day, um, in the chair, doing the podcast. This is something that I told y'all, me and my friends talked about. If my boo, my bae is out there doing stuff, we're going to protect you at all costs. There's going to be protective glass. You're going to be in a building. There's going to be detectors that's going to go off. Many people were saying they could get on the campus without even being searched. Their items and stuff being searched. It's like there's no way. Protect yourself, people, in relationships, in situationships. So concerning. If there would have been protective measures, that man would still be here. Why didn't they protect more? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. So much going on with that. So the videos I watched, and it's interesting how I stumbled upon a video, and I was like, wow, yeah. So Trump, Maxwell, DOJ, will he pardon Diddy? I don't know. Okay, y'all, I've been live for 46 minutes. We had about 1,000 people in here at one point. I hope that y'all have hit the subscribe button. I wasn't going to go live, but I was like, hey, I need to. I didn't go live this morning. And I really hope that there's been 1,000 people that subscribe. There's still 181. Even if 181 subscribe, that'll be an amazing day. But there was at one point almost 1,000 people in here. I went live at 7, almost 7 something. Yeah. So we talked about Donald Diddy, him being relocated possibly to New Jersey. We talked about Miss Curry complaining about the marriage. And yeah, I'm glad I went live because I wasn't planning on it. I was thinking about just doing some shorts, but I'm kind of glad I did. But women, be careful in your relationships. Oh, we. Many people are talking about Mrs. Curry, talking about Steph. Many people are talking about Trump. Many people are talking about this Charlie Kirk situation. It's a lot. It's all a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. But I'm glad I was here. I hope y'all have a great Monday. Enjoy the rest of y'all Monday. Yeah. 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 Yeah, dinner. What we eating tonight, Paris? Enjoy your dinner. I appreciate you stopping in. You guys, like the video, subscribe to the page. Copyright disclaimer: under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research. Fair use is used permitted by a copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. All comments are alleged, in our opinion, and for entertainment purposes only. Focus on healthy, safe relationships. Be around people that's loving, kind, and respectful. Have a great evening, you guys. Goodbye. Be blessed.